Hey everybody, Kuro here. I just want to make a video that I don't think anybody's been asking for. This is the sort of stuff that only fascinates me, I guess. So if you subscribe, congrats, we're clones. Alright, so a few years ago, Soylent came out. And I was all for it because I really like the idea of not having to cook or worry about what I'm going to have for dinner or breakfast or whatever, and taking time out of my day just being miserable trying to figure out what I'm going to eat. So I got it. And it's okay. I mean, I was able to substitute a lot of meals with it, and it works. It's healthy. It's just not exciting, but that's by design. And so I just never really got back to it. But now they got Soylent 2.0, which actually makes it even more convenient, puts it in a bottle, and you don't have to worry about even mixing it up, which seems really convenient. And I know that sounds lazy, but man, when you have to make a beige mixture of boring stuff, you really don't think it's worth the process. So putting it in the bottle like this, and changing the mixture a bit, I believe, let's see how that turns out. Maybe I like it better. Alright, so now I've just got 3 different versions here. Well, actually 2 different versions, but I've also got one of the 2.0 in cold and warm. Somebody told me this is actually better at room temperature, so I'm going to try that too. So first I'm going to get the usual going here, just mix it back up. The oil separates from the water, go figure. And just going to unscrew that a bit and pour out a fresh, delicious cup of beige nutrients. Decantering from such a height! Okay, and one of these pitchers is enough food for an entire day. And I think a week costs about 30-something, 40-something dollars, whereas a box of 12 of these bottles is $34 before any discounts, and 5 bottles is enough for a day's worth of food. So the price is definitely in favor of the powder, although maybe that goes out the window when you taste it. Let me go ahead and open this up too. Just get it all ready. I will note, it's not difficult to pull these seals off, so I could see myself doing this a bunch of times a day and not getting frustrated. It's not like trying to get the lid off of the mustard. Alright, here's a taste test. Alright, that's Soylent 1.1. It's whatever consistency you want it to be. You add the water yourself, so it could be thick like a shake. It could be thinner, sort of soupy. And it's just always going to be grainy because of those, I want to say soy lecithin protein granules. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe that's it. Okay, let's try the cold 2.0. Oh! You know, that's a little bit nutty. It's entirely smooth. Let me put the lid on this to make sure I don't need to shake this up or something. Because maybe this ain't right. Oh wow. That is entirely different. That is a huge improvement. Like, no joke. The only thing that really got me about Soylent 1.1 that I really didn't like was that texture. It just felt like you're trying to guzzle as much sand before it settled down to the bottom of the glass. And really, it's fine once you get used to it. Like just the other day, I had it for my entire day's worth of meals. Didn't mind it. I was just really busy. Didn't have time to cook. But this right here, this is just like drinking soy milk. A little sweet, a little nutty. It's not bad at all. I could see myself doing this a lot. I really could. Let's try warm. It's nearly scentless, but then again, I can't really smell too many things very well. It actually seems to have a little more flavor that way. Still a bit nutty, soy milky, but I don't feel like it's disgusting drinking it warm. It's actually maybe a little bit more interesting, a little more flavorful. It adds a little bit more interest to it, so you're not just drinking some nutrient liquid that has a mild flavor. This is actually, they're actually pretty pleasant. And I'll say Soylent 1.1 is pleasant too flavor-wise, but texture it's not great. It's definitely not very neutral compared to these. These are very neutral, and you wouldn't mind drinking them. It's not, there's nothing to dislike with it. Whereas Soylent 1.1, there are people that could point out, oh, it's a little too sweet, it's not very neutral or balanced in flavor, it just seems like they packed a bunch of stuff in there, and they kind of did. And this, there's just so little to be angry about, to be annoyed by. It's, you could just drink this, not even think about it. Hell, might even be able to do an IV of it. I gotta say, 5 stars right there. If I'm not in the mood for a certain meal, I'm gonna grab this, for sure.